Okay, I don't know why the camera won't turn around. I've been hitting the button, but I'm just gonna go with it. So, hello, welcome to our Saturday night KiKi. This is the third one, is it? Maybe it's just the second one. It feels like it's been happening for a while. And of course, I got my Broken Doll collective out. They may be getting a little refresher tonight. It could be plastic surgery season. It could not. It may not. But this is a mannequin that the lovely Amanda gifted to me some years ago. And today's Saturday night KiKi is dedicated to my sister Charlene. She passed away last year. She had breast cancer, and she was awesome. She was a fire captain, Captain Charlene Jadon, and she was an amazing person. Just very cool, down to earth, beautiful inside and out. And cancer sucks. I feel like if we can invent sex pills, we should be able to invent something that can cure people. Or maybe it's just uh, some kind of cosmic plan. Maybe we're mutating, like Octavia Butler alludes to. However, my sister would have been 50 today, so I miss her. I love her. Um, so a few years ago, she collaborated with Francis Salvare, and she had an idea for a painting, and we just have a similar sense of humor because she named the painting "These Tried to Kill Me, So I Cut 'Em Off," and it was basically um, it's a pink body, and the breast, one of them is an alien coming through, like from the movie Alien. It's not the same look. It's more like the alien that we all have tattooed on us. So me and my sister and my two brothers all have the same tattoo in different ways, on different parts of our body, and it's a praying alien. And Nikki came up with the design for those, and all four of us have one. So my sister's was coming through her breast on one side, and it's just kind of like her sense of humor. And Frances is an awesome artist, and it was just an awesome collaboration. And I'll add pictures of the painting. My niece owns it now, but my sister and my niece both said that I could use it to make um, breast cancer awareness T-shirts and things like that. And so we may do that, but it's actually a painting. It's on canvas, and the name of it is "These Tried to Kill Me, So I Cut Them Off." Yeah. So I'm going to do my version of that. This dent was already here. I did try to pull it out. I don't know if I actually tried or if I just considered pulling it out. And then I realized, it's there for a reason, and now I know what it is. So, also, another thing that I'll probably work on simultaneously is this hubcap. Yay! It looks like this on the front. So, the camera angle, hmm, I guess I just need to leave it like that. So, so yesterday was Juneteenth, and the shenanigans did come out and shenanig all over the world, I guess. And I was like, what kind of crazy person tries to go out of their way to desecrate Juneteenth? It's such an innocent holiday. It's just kind of like to commemorate um, the end of slavery and people realizing they were free. I don't understand how any of that is unchristian, or maybe some people um, don't believe freeing enslaved people is a Christian thing to do. Maybe they think people deserve to be enslaved. No matter what they think, the reality is that we're free, and Juneteenth is a holiday that is celebrated not just here, but globally. I mean, they even have a Juneteenth in Mexico, and it's a historic. It's similar. It's a historic appreciation for freedom. People forget that a part of the Underground Railroad actually led to Mexico. Not everybody ended up going to Canada. Hell, it's cold in Canada. Who? I mean, you do what you got to do, but hey, I might have been in that. Hey, let's head south. I hear it's warm and the food is good. So I just don't know. Sometimes I like to put color down, and sometimes I start with paper. But this is like something I drew a long time ago, and it could be a tattoo if I think about it. But I don't want to. So I'll probably work on that later because I need it to be flat, but I don't know if I like that. Nah, maybe. So this is already textured, so I can actually just kind of lay down some paint. This heavy body paint works well on plastic like this because it's thicker. Wait, did I forget to bring my? Oh Lord! Where is my palette? Gotta find my palette. Yeah. Hmm. Anybody who knows me should not be surprised that I am not organized. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I found you. Trying to hide from me. Okay. Ah, yes. Trying to get back down on the floor at 52 and a half is a testament to my perseverance. I'll tell you that. So, this is the heavy body acrylic. Put some of that down. And then I also have some of this. It is a lot more liquid. Oh, damn, it's everywhere. And I'll show you the difference. See the difference? The light yellow is a little bit more runny. So, let's see what happens. Have you ever painted on somebody made of plastic? Have you ever painted on somebody? let's start with this lighter yellow. See how it is. It's a little bit different. Well, you can't see it from up there. Let's put some right here. See that? And it depends on the brush. A softer brush is better sometimes. This one's a little old and crusty because I don't always throw away my brushes. But I'm not always careful with them either. But I have a bunch of them. So that's something. I have a bunch of brushes. Some of them were donated. So I guess that's why I'm so cavalier with them. This is the thicker paint. See how it's like the viscosity is different. It's more opaque. This is, you can still see through it. Sometimes you don't have to brush it. You can just kind of drag it. Just drag it. And if you want, you can take some of that other. And then sometimes you might just want to take a little bit of it and mix it together. You could do a little something like this. A little something. Do something like this. I don't like when you can still see what's underneath. I also don't like to use pencil marks or the trace. So hmm, my work can have a lot of imperfections. But it works out for me in the end. Just me and my shadow walking. Oh, there are a couple of songs me and my siblings all know the words to, and I'll sing together sometimes. And if I would say to Charlene, today is gonna be the day that I'm gonna turn it back to you. She would be like, ah, yeah. Even if the words aren't perfect, we all know the song and we can sing the chorus. And Wonderwall is one of those songs. Ironically, another one of those songs is The Devil Went Down to Georgia. Because we are from Georgia and everybody in Georgia knows that song. If anybody tells you they don't know that song, they're not really from Georgia. They came from somewhere else and they're just pretending because everybody knows the words to The Devil Went Down to Georgia. And they know he was looking for a soul to steal. Another song. Oh, I took my sister to her first concert, which was Steel Pulse. And I had tickets from when I was working at the radio station. And she brought her then husband, Ivan. And that was my sister's very first concert, which I did not know. So, that when my niece was born, me and my hippie friends, when my first niece, Terrell, was born, we went to Piedmont Park and drummed her into the world. Yeah. I was like, my sister's going in the labor. It was awesome. I remember that time my sister put her ex-husband's head through a wall because he pushed her and she pushed his head through a wall. I know I probably shouldn't say that, but it's still funny to me. I'm sorry if I'm disrespecting anybody, but me and my sister would laugh about it. You know, so I'm just gonna go with it. I was a kid. I was real jealous of my sister because she was like so beautiful and awesome, and everybody loved her. And I was a right asshole, so people didn't really like me that much. And but when I got older, Nikki really helped me to understand how to be better to my sister, like you know, to stop pushing her away and stuff. And I'm glad that we were able to have some good old times. And yeah, today is Charlene's 50th birthday. So I'm just going to celebrate her. It's been a pretty good day. The sun was shining until it started raining, but by then I was at home. Juneteenth was fun. I had a Juneteenth meal, so I ordered from Wimbo's Crazy Potatoes and I supported them on Juneteenth. I just assumed it was a black owned business because I've been there before and I've eaten there before and I'm just assuming it is. But either way, that food was delicious and I ate it. And I don't know. Good news coming down the pipes. I'm ready to keep up with this new tradition. I haven't checked to see if you can see any of this, but it's kind of turning out to be a little bit of, hey, what's up? Hey, Thank you for checking in. Yay! Everybody, don't forget to like and subscribe. I saw you and I was like, I better say that before Mona says, don't forget to say it. But please like and subscribe to our channel, Art Mama Moves. Um, we will be doing an official like relaunch soon, but right now I'm painting and having a good time and doing all that stuff. And please check out Mo Nine's channel because it's amazing. She has a lot of cool things. So there is Selenite Sunday. Check out Selenite Sunday on um, Mo Nine page, and we'll also sometimes we do Mo Mamas, but we're both mamas. So you got to catch us when that wind is just right, and the moon is in Aquarius, and Gatorade is in Mercury, or however they say it, and then you'll see us. But every Saturday night, I'm doing the Saturday kind of KiKi thing. So I had a lot of paint on my brush, so instead of just wiping it off, I usually just kind of brush it on some type of paper. This is watercolor paper, so it's kind of stocky. And if I end up making a design, then I can cut this out and add it to a bigger piece. So doing like collage pieces, you never know where you're going to end up getting something. I used to do a lot of magazine cutouts and stuff like that. And then I realized I have a lot of doodles and pieces of paint and oddities and things. So why not use that instead of just using pre-made images? Sometimes I still do, but I mean, this is literally like paint splatter, like acrylic splatter. And whenever I'm cleaning out my palette, like this, see this? You can peel these off once they get kind of thick and then add them to things because it's an acrylic. So it's literally like this. See? Da 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 da. So you can add that to pieces. I've made like I've made like skull caps for my dolls, like where you can make wig pieces for them. I've made helmets, hats with these. I've made breastplates with thicker pieces. And yeah, if you look at her current hair attire, this is literally an acrylic pull off, and I can take it off. And I can take all of this paint from her body and change it. Do a factory reset. She's embracing her knit, net, lace, earth, fire, fantasy. So yeah, you can keep the paint peelings. This is literally a doodle, and I liked it. I was probably bored at like a conference or something, or maybe somewhere listening to people talk, and I just sometimes doodle because I have to have something to do if I have to listen to people a long time. And I liked it, so I'm gonna add it to something. Dun, 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 dun. Of course, it's an eye. There's eyes everywhere. They see you. Well, let's see. It's a lot of yellow right now. I was so excited about this ring light that I got for tonight. It cost me a whole whopping $12 at Burlington. Don't tell my kids that I bought electronics at Burlington. They often scoff because they're like, "Mom, why you do that? You should just ask us for what's good." And I'm like, "Well, this was what was there, and it was $12, and I was gonna either buy some snacks with that or get this." So I saved my waistline and I invested in our armor moves. So yeah, I got this ring light and it was pretty cheap and sweet. So the lighting this time is a little bit better. I hope you can tell. So I figure as I go along, I'm learning what's good for Art Mama Moves. And a small investment like this just makes better videos. And today was a rough day, so I have to give myself some grace. But I'm a woman of my word, so I am working on these pieces. But don't be surprised if I like cut this one short because I need to sit down and pace myself. It's a long day. But I hope that these tips help. And yeah, once I get better with the filming, I can start like doing Q&A and hopefully as we keep this moving, then people will start to send in videos. I know I have a couple of videos already and I'm saving them for the soft launch, but if you are an artist and you want to call in. Oh my gosh, you can tell I'm so Gen X. If you want to share your work or if you want to do a live, come in. Maybe I can see what you're doing. I don't know. I haven't really been that tech savvy, but I remember during quarantine, people were doing a lot of things where you could talk and do stuff together online. I don't know. But hmm. Oh, one more other tip since I was talking about watercolor paper. So usually, watercolor comes in a palette. If you were serious about doing watercolor, I would say get a palette, something that you have to use a razor to separate because when you use a lot of water, these will buckle. So the watercolor pad is just good if you're seriously doing watercolor and you know you're going to use a lot of you're just going to use a lot of water. It's going to get wet and this paper will warp. So these are cards. I use these with my students when we have watercolor club. And this is a good way to teach them how to do something but not break the bank. And it's real watercolor paper. And I got this whole kit for like a good price. You can order it and you get like a lot of cards. And you can buy like amateur paint palettes, watercolor, kits, stuff like that. So, yay! Oh, and if you have any broken dolls and you want to give them to me so that they can be repurposed and made into art, then feel free to send them to me. That would be kind of awesome, I guess. But oh, I'm about to sneeze. Sorry. Hold on. No, I'm not. Anyway, I hope that this has been a fun almost 30 minutes for you. Wait, let me see. They do? Oh my goodness. At Dollar General. Ooh, you know what, girl? You never know what you can find at good old Dollar General because I, as a teacher, have been known to traverse the aisles at Dollar Tree, Dollar General, um, Family Dollar sometimes, but not really because this depends on the neighborhood with them. Well, with all of them, actually. But you can find cool stuff at those stores as long as you know that whatever you get, you're gonna have to probably modify or reinforce if you're trying to make it last. Like, especially at like inexpensive places, but you can get really good, cool stuff at thrift stores. You just have to know what to look for. And a good way to practice is to go to thrift stores and get old paintings and use those canvases and just paint over them with white, sand them down if they're textured, and use them. Unless you want to go to Antique Roadshow and see if it's worth something. Oops! Oh my god! I'm sorry. Okay, my allergies are signaling that it's time to go. Good night. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for liking the video. Thanks for giving me a thumbs up. Love you guys. And I'm gonna mosey on over and check out Mo9 because I think she's about to do a live. And thanks for tuning into our Kiki. Good night. Wait, did you see it? I'm gonna work on this.